Well, hello there. Recently I've been covering a lot of dramas and controversies that have been popular. However, this situation has not really been very popular. Well, at least for us who speak English. For the Spanish-speaking community, this is all over. Now, I first heard about this situation through r/YouTube drama, where a post was made titled, "Has anyone in the English-speaking community made a video on the Spanish YouTuber Dalas review?" And I figured, hey, my community doesn't want me to talk about Hassan right now, so why don't I be that English-speaking guy to make a video on this? So I decided to look into this situation, and some of the first things I saw were people calling this guy the Spanish Onision. So of course, I had to dig deeper. And walking away from this, I think I can say this for certain. This guy is worse than Onision. Hell, go to this guy's Wikipedia page. See how his list of controversies is longer than his career? Yeah, that's for good reason. This story has all types of twists and turns I never expected, from child to defamation cases brought to the Spanish Supreme Court, to murdering animals. To put it bluntly, this is insane. I will say it was a tad bit difficult to review such a situation since this is a situation happening over on Spanish YouTube, to which I myself do not speak Spanish. I've tried my hardest to translate things and get in contact with people who do speak Spanish though. Also, watching coverage with subtitles definitely helps. So let's start this off with the easiest part to explain: the child allegations. Back in 2018, a 15-year-old girl from Argentina named Olivia came out with allegations that our buddy Dalas here did a lot of inappropriate things with her when she was 13, while he was 22. And this wasn't taken very lightly either, because this did end up going to court. The Supreme Court, actually. And while there was a lot going around, the result of the trial was that Dalas was acquitted of the crime due to lack of evidence he did anything physically sexual to her, as well as her contradicting herself here and there. Now, while this seems to be a hot topic when discussing the situation, I want to say me personally, if the courts acquit him, then that's just the results we gotta go with. I bring this up purely because it's something I've seen thrown around when talking about this guy, but I want to be clear, in the eyes of the law, this guy is not a pedophile, so to me, he's not a pedophile. Also, he did a Fortnite dance after getting out of court. With that though, we can now go into things he actually has done. Starting with the least bad thing, he got involved in crypto back in May of 2024 when he launched the crypto Pambi, and essentially scammed his fans of a whole lot of money. Dalas went on record to say, "I'm not going to sell the coins I have bought," only to then later do exactly that. Agents identified a wallet by the name of On doing significant trading. This wallet is of course owned by Dalas. Now he does deny these claims, but a lot of investigators have been quick to debunk him. Now speaking of money, I think it's time to talk about my favorite part of this story, and the funniest part of this story. The Immortality Facility and the mysterious 10 billion in Bitcoin. And no, that's not a lie, this is a real thing we're going to talk about. Back on December 31st, 2021, Dalas uploaded a video titled, and no, this isn't a joke or shitty translation, "I am now a billionaire. I have 10 million in Bitcoin, and I'm going to create my laboratory of immortality," in which Dalas talks about how he was anonymously sent 10 million in Bitcoin from some random guy in Mexico after he announced he wanted to make a laboratory to research cellular aging.
Nunca pensé que haría un vídeo diciendo esto, pero resulta que soy multimillonario, de repente, ¿vale? Primero dejadme enseñaros, porque literalmente tengo algo más de 10 millones de euros en Bitcoin, y esto no me lo he ganado yo.
Now, to be fair, a lot of videos started circulating debunking the story, and a lot of theories emerged as to where the money came from. Some say it's a money laundering scheme, some say Dalas just did this for clout, but my personal favorite theory is that the mysterious donor was Dalas from the future after he figured out immortality and time travel. Now let's move on to the final subject, Argos. Argos is the name of the dog that Meyer and Dalas had when they dated. Now Meyer took the dog after they broke up, but Dalas sued to get the dog back, to which Meyer came forward with why she disagrees with the decision in a half-hour-long video. Then the details from here get a little foggy. Meyer was legally required to return the dog, but she told police the dog ran away. She then later got another dog which looked similar to Argos. Now, Meyer's claim is that this is a different dog. This dog had an entirely different chip and was named Marlos, but was also a greyhound like Argos. Dalas, his girlfriend, and two of his friends, though, decided they were going to get this dog back. So they rolled up to the neighborhood that Meyer's parents lived in and approached her mom while she was walking the dog, demanding they give it back. A fight broke out with Meyer's mom biting one of Dalas's friends, and Meyer's dad hitting Dalas's girlfriend, putting her in the emergency room. This incident led to Dalas repeatedly on his YouTube channel calling Meyer's dad abusive, a claim Meyer and her parents took very seriously, and in January of this year, Dalas, by the Supreme Court of Spain, was forced to pay compensation for defamation of up to 12,000 euros to Meyer, as well as deleting all videos he made slandering her father. They then went to court, and it was ultimately decided by a judge that it was the same dog, and ultimately Meyer had to give the dog back. Now, did Meyer just want to hold on to this dog despite Dalas? No, actually, it's a little more complicated. Maya recently made a video about Dallas and the dog that's 40 minutes long, and it contains a lot of info, including screenshots of where Dallas admits to hitting the dog. The judge also said that the animal abuse had occurred, but that since he technically owns the dog, they have to give it back either way. Now, if you don't think it can get worse, it seems it absolutely can, because Meyer plays a little compilation of Dallas basically justifying zoofilia.
Seguro que no sabíais que además de zoofilia de perros, que por cierto yo tenía una compañera de piso que se ponía mermelada en el coño para que su perro se lo lamiera, también hay zoofilia de otros animales. Las tías, o a veces tíos, se ponen con una mesa debajo del caballo y se dedican a masturbar al animal y cuando le sale el pedazo de pollón, pues... vale, todo para adentro. Cuando el caballo se corre, es demasiada corrida para un coño humano. Ves como empieza a rebosar semen de caballo por el coño humano a presión.
Una cosa es que una chica se folle un perro macho, ¿vale? Aunque, bueno, supongo que hay gustos sexuales para todo, ¿no? Pero al menos eso no hace daño al animal, ¿vale? Porque el animal se empalma, te lo meten en el coño y ya está. O sea, si torturas a un animal hasta acabar con él, tienes la misma condena que si un animal practica relaciones contigo. ¿Qué chiste es este exactamente de la ley? Pero hay otros casos donde objetivamente no se puede decir que el animal haya sufrido un daño, ¿vale? Porque no es lo mismo que tú seas una mujer y que un animal por su propia voluntad haga cosas contigo, ¿vale? En unos casos, y me parece que es hasta discutible en otros. Puedes matar a los animales, puedes comértelos, pero si te acuestas con ellos entonces te condenan a prisión. Eso es algo que me parece una completa incoherencia absoluta.
Really weird. She also points out how animals like his newts and bearded dragon all just randomly disappeared with no reason.
Asimismo, Dalas Review en el pasado ha tenido múltiples animales cuyo destino ha sido incierto o fatal. Su pogona, a la que había mostrado en numerosos vídeos en muchas ocasiones, desapareció de la noche a la mañana. Sus seguidores jamás se cuestionaron qué había ocurrido con la pogona. También tuvo 4 tritones, unos animales cuya esperanza de vida puede alcanzar los 30 años, con una media común de 10 a 15, que, como todos los demás animales, desaparecieron de su vida en cuanto dejaron de ser interesantes para sus vídeos.
Now, Meyer has yet to return the dog. By the time the video went up, she had around 10 days to legally give it to Dallas. The purpose of her video, though, is to basically ask people to help and prevent this from happening, which, if this guy is dead-ass hitting animals and his pets are disappearing like Boeing whistleblowers, I think it's fair to not want to give him the dog.
No sabemos qué más hacer. Esto es una sentencia de muerte para el animal. Sería una sentencia de muerte para cualquier animal, por lo cual suplicamos ayuda, porque hemos quemado todas las vías. Gracias.
With that, though, I think we've mostly covered everything. Sorry if some of the translations are wrong or if some things are mispronounced correctly. All of the stuff in this video was in Spanish, a language I don't speak, so I really tried my best to make it all accurate. To round it off, though, I think Dallas is definitely an interesting character and absolutely worthy of the title of Spanish Onision. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna end the video. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and I don't know, subscribe, it'd be pretty cool. And I don't know, later.